Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? 8 people already. That's good. That's good. Happy Valentine's Day. If you guys celebrate that, happy Valentine's Day. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. But I celebrate it. Tomorrow will be 35 years me and my wife have been together. So Valentine's Day is special, really. Because I always remember the day after Valentine's Day is when I met her. So hold on, let me fix the audio. Um, any better? Is this any better? Can you guys hear me? All right, just a second. Let me go in and refresh this. Now, how is it sounding better? If I have to, I'll shut it down and restart again. I don't understand why it's. Can you guys hear me? Marie or Mary? Rick? Still choppy? Okay. Let me, I'll be right back. Let me close this out. Does this sound any better now? I'll get you back into this. Come on. I don't know why it's freezing up. Ain't nothing running. Okay. I'm glad it's better now. Anyways, good morning, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day. Anybody, what do you want to talk about today? Give me a subject, somebody. Did you get a chance to discuss about me entering that lasagna contest there, Rick? I can understand if you guys don't want me to. That's fine. If you do, that's terrific. So, Chuck Norris. What do you want to talk about, Chuck Norris? 78-year-old man that can probably whip anybody that's 25 years old. Hello, guy. Um, I didn't get her anything. We never buy nothing for each other on Valentine's Day. We don't buy stuff for Christmas either. We just, if anything, we'll go out to dinner. That's about it. That's funny, Drone. Watch him sneeze on a car and total it. Yeah, I like the one where the old man throws a salt shaker at him in the restaurant. So she went to the store yesterday, and I said, "Hey, pick yourself up a big box of chocolates or something, for tomorrow for Valentine's Day." And she says, "I'm not wasting my money on that stuff." I said, well, whatever, you know. So I don't get out that much, and you know what, Marie, I used to buy her roses, and she don't like it because it's a waste of money. They're good for a week or 3 or 4 days, and then they die. And it's seriously $70 some for a dozen roses. It's just ridiculous. That's funny. They're doing. Uh, yeah, and congrats, Mary. I would, if my wife would take roses, I'd buy her roses, but she won't take them. So I had about 20 years ago, I had 2 dozen roses delivered to her, and I got home. I was at work, and I called it in to have them delivered. And I come home, and I got a kiss for the roses and stuff. But don't do that again. For that kind of money, they're not worth it. So. Instead of that, we got a rose bush outside, and she says that's all the roses she needs. So she has her roses out there during the summer. That's what I heard too, Drone. The snake died. I think roses are beautiful too, Marie. But like I said, she just doesn't like them. So it's not that she doesn't like the roses; she just doesn't like how much they cost, and they don't last. And you can take your roses and clip the ends and put them back in the refrigerator every night or whatever, and put them out during the day, and they're still not going to last. So now I love tangerines, there, Marie. Now you're up too early there, Rick. I've been up since 3:15. I got up, had to go to the little boy's room, and I was sitting up watching TV and in the bedroom, and my next to youngest granddaughter come walking by. 3:45. I said, "Where are you going?" "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom." So I don't know about you guys, but when a 4-year-old kid gets up, you don't actually try to go back to sleep until they're back to sleep. So yeah, I just went in and checked on her at 5 o'clock, and she was finally back to sleep. So I love peanut butter cookies, Rick. That and oatmeal raisin. Conquered love with a roundhouse kick. There you go. I heard Drone that he bit a pit bull and it went running home. So you guys got anything you want to talk about? A second, I gotta. There you go. I had my YouTube screen behind my Hangout screen, and I could see part of it, and it was bugging me. Oh, there you go. You might. Um, you said your kidneys were bothering you, Marie. You might want to slow down on the tangerines, because I think acid is the one thing that really bothers your kidneys to begin with. So, yeah, that's right, Joan. So, but that's you might want to check into that, Marie. Your cranberry juice is good for your kidneys, and like I said, drink a beer, and that'll help flush your kidneys out. But I think actually acid is actually bad for your kidneys. They don't suggest you have too much acid. I know, but it's your eating the tangerines there, Marie. That's the thing. Uh, that's the tangerines, you got the acid. So yeah, that's why they're extinct now. So I don't know, if you limit yourself to one or two tangerines a day, maybe you'll be fine. But I do know acid is one of the main reasons why people get have kidney trouble or kidney pains. And I know people that used to drink lemonade every day, and they started having that, and then they started doing their cranberry juice and drinking a beer, and it goes away. Then they start drinking their lemonade again, then they get it again. Then finally they realize, hey, I can drink, the lemonade or the orange juice or whatever it is, but I can only, one glass a day or whatever, instead of all day long. So, depends on what you see Rick eat. Yeah. Well, I don't know how Rick can eat all that stuff every morning, the oatmeal cream pies and the cookies, and not gain no weight. I don't understand that. But Terry, how are you doing? Some people are lucky. I guess they got that high metabolism and they can just eat whatever they want. You just got to eat. That's right. I agree with you, Rick. They got to eat, but I don't know how you do it without gaining any weight. I know, Drone. Him and his dad went to the same prom together too, didn't they? He went to the prom with his dad and come home with his mom. So, but you can tell them oatmeal cream pies are having an effect on Scooby, because it looks like he's gained a couple of pounds in the last few months. Frugal Farmer, how are you doing today? Glad to see you here. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Scooby gaining some weight. He's an old dog. He deserves to be fat and lazy. So, and that was the thing. When I was a garbage man, we used to carry dog biscuits with us. And this is cool because, as you do the same route for years and years and years, you can actually see the dog, that is a puppy, then grows into an adult dog, and then becomes an old dog. And there were some routes I did for 10 years, and you could see a dog start from a puppy and grow into an adult and then into an old dog. We used to take dog treats with us, and you give them dogs a treat, and when it was garbage day, they were out there to greet you. hand him a treat, they'd wag their tail, and every week you'd go there and there'd be the dog waiting for you, you know, and it was cool. Yeah, Scooby's taking one for the team. I don't think he minds it though, Rick. He looks like he's happy every time he's taking one for the team. So, except for when you give him that Vegemite, I bet he was ready to bite you after he ate that and digested that stuff. Constantine Ware. Yeah. I like Chuck Norris there, Drone. I'm a big fan of John Wayne. You know, I like the older stuff. I like most of Chuck's first movies he come out with. So you're right. He is happy when Rick shares them. You can tell. First dog I ever seen smile every time Rick opens up a wrapper. So the Duke, yep. I like all of John Wayne's movies. Good morning, Gene. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're on your third or fourth pop by now. No. I checked this morning. My numbers hadn't changed for 2 days, and then this morning they took up to 159,000. So I know that's wrong. I know I've got way more than that. So 159,000 minutes, but hopefully I got 6 more days to get 80,000 minutes. So hopefully I can get that before their February 20th deadline. You're on your 5th cup, couldn't sleep? I know. I got up at 3:15 this morning, been up ever since. So sat in there in the chair in the bedroom and was watching TV, and I said the granddaughter went to the bathroom, so I want to make sure she went back to sleep. That's one 4-year-old you don't trust up by herself. So I was in the bedroom and I heard something out in the kitchen last night about 9 o'clock. I walk out there and she's out there. I said, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." And I heard the microwave door slam. Here she had a little styrofoam bowl, and she poured there was a little bit of shredded cheese in a bag, and she poured it in the bowl and she put it in the microwave because she was going to warm it up to have chips and cheese. You can't do that with a styrofoam bowl, honey. You can't do that. So put it in a regular bowl and warmed it up for her, and she had some chips and cheese. So. Heart Ranch. Did I say hi to you, Heart Ranch, this morning? Hey, oh, there you are. Heart Ranch, how are you doing? If you were in here, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. No. So what do you got going on today, Rick? What time you starting your live stream? I'm gonna go hit June Gull's exercise program for a little bit. You had to join that, Rick, and just come in there. We have we cut up so much, and we made June laugh. I think laughter is probably the best medicine. I think she feels a lot better when we're done, because she laughs so much, and I think it's kind of neat. Go in there for a few minutes before your live stream and cut up a few jokes with her. We tell her she's a slave driver and she's killing us with all those exercises. And CAP 7 goes in there, Fireman CV's in there. A bunch of them are in there. It is fun, isn't it, Marie? And I actually do the stretching and stuff with her, and you know, because all my joints and stuff hurt, so I do some of that stretching. There's some stuff she can do that I can't do. I can't, you know, my hip's so bad I can't cross my leg like she does, but she crosses her legs and, you know, stretches her knees and stuff like that. I can't do that, but I try. Yeah, an old mucker, he's in there. He's funny. So, but it is a good time. Even if you just come for 10 minutes, Rick, and just, you know, that's all we do. She does the exercises. We cut up in jokes, you know, we tell her she's killing us, you know, she's just too hard on us, and, you know, and it's nothing. I mean, the exercises aren't nothing, but it's good exercise for her and whoever needs it. And I think Jeanette Pickering's going to start coming to it because, you know, she's having some troubles. And I know. Gene, I bet that right arm of yours is stronger than heck, 42 ounces at a time. How many reps do you do? Like 2,000-3,000 a day? I'm seriously surprised that you don't have a kidney stone there, Gene, as much coffee as actually as you drink. Oh, you switch arms. That's right. You'd hate to have a you know, one arm bigger than the other. Yep. And her hubby too, yeah. Yeah, he's I guess he got some colon problems, and you know, they're having a tough time, both of them. My wife just absolutely loves June. She thinks she's just as cute, you know. And I was on, I don't know if you guys, you know Vinny G. Oh, it's funny. He was doing a live stream from a pickup truck. And you know, Vinny, he's got the adult content. He's got the adult mouth on him and stuff. And he asked this random woman what she thought about the word, the C word, you know. And she said, "Oh, I don't like it." He said, "But yeah, but everybody in Australia says it." She says, "I know, but I don't like it." He said, "But everybody says it." Well, that was kind of weird, you know, when you come right up to a perfect stranger and ask them what they think about that word. You know. Hey, Gene, if you do decide to make a sawmill this summer, video it. And if I'm healthy enough, I've got, like I said, I got the stuff in there to make mine. I just don't have the stuff to make the track yet. But, you know, maybe we'll do, you know, like a video response together on it or something. So, mine's not going to be a big sawmill. It's going to be something maybe I can do like an 18 or 20-inch log with. Nothing bigger than that, because I just want something that if I can make 8x8s with or something like that. So, and I'm basically just using an old bandsaw that I bought. I bought an old bandsaw for like $10, 10, 12 years ago. And I'll just take the guts from that and make me my own. Yeah, the track is going to be easy. I just don't have the material. And, you know, just make a frame for it and put a 8 or 10 horse motor on it, and, you know, it'll be good. I got a friend that's got 40 acres of woods, and he said I can go in there and log all the dead ones I want, and once the dead ones are all gone, I can start on the, you know, the live ones. So depends on how good the dead ones are first, but, you know, if nothing else, you can come up for firewood. But Yeah, that'll save you a lot of money. About 6 months ago, I was on Craigslist and a guy had an industrial bandsaw. It had 18-inch wheels on it, and it didn't have a. It was just a bandsaw. There was no motor on it. He wanted $100 for it, and I kept thinking, nah, maybe. And I went to get a hold of him on Craigslist, so I texted his phone, and he texted me back, and I said, "Do you still have that?" I got a question about your bandsaw. That's what I texted him. He texted me back. He said, "Yeah." And I said, "You still have it?" He said, "No, just sold it 15 minutes ago." Wow, I should have called, you know, earlier that day or whatever. But that would have been a nice bandsaw actually to make a bigger one. Something that would handle 36-inch log or whatever. Right. No. So, Marie, is your kidneys feeling any better now that you're drinking the cranberry juice? Is it getting any relief? Because it should start working almost automatically, within a few hours after your first glass of it or whatever. The first time you go to the bathroom, you should start working. Can't believe that. Just spilled it all over me. So, is there anything else anybody want to talk about besides Chuck Norris? Right. Well, I don't know, Marie. Maybe the pain that you're waking up to is your kidneys cleaning themselves too. Um, I've noticed that too in the past. When I've had a kidney infection, it would hurt a lot worse right before it got better, and I think that was actually when it was starting to clear itself up or clean itself out. But keep up with the cranberry juice, and like I said, have a beer. You know, have a beer. A few hours before you go to bed. That'll help flush your kidneys. All the good stars are dieting. Okay. Huh. 10-inch by 3 inch, 75. Same wood, that size, but Spalding's. Wow. And I would I would go with like a natural light beer or something like that. Something that's not a dark beer and something that's less on calories there, Marie. But I think a natural light or something like that would probably be good for you. Because let's face it, some beers will make you go to the bathroom more than other beers. Like natural light will. I go to when I used to drink beers and I drink natural light, I would go to the bathroom more drinking natural light than I would Bud Light. Yeah, well, Bud Light's. I think Bud Light's like a little heavier beer. You know what I'm saying? It's. And I think the natural light is probably a little thinner and would actually make you go to the bathroom faster or better or a little more. So I like Bud Light. I like them both. You're right, Gene. There's some of them that you know. Um, I prefer beer. If I drink a beer, I prefer beer in a bottle than I do in a can because I can actually taste the aluminum when I drink the beer for some reason. But well, then you'll be sleepy, and I feel sorry for your husband. Yeah, I think it is actually heavier or thicker. You know what I'm saying? So, beer makes you. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. How you doing, Perth? Yeah, beer. Dave in the desert. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Yeah, that's if you got the kidney problems, other than cranberry juice, I drink a beer every day or something. That'll help flush your kidneys out. And I'm sure if you ask the doctor's going to tell you the same thing. Not a lot, but have one beer a day or something like that. That'll help. So, how you been, Dave? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. You're right, Perth. All alcohol makes people horny. The other night I was on a live stream, and we were done with the live stream, but we were in the hangouts, and there was just five of us hanging out together and talking and stuff. And Fireman CV was there, Cab Seven, Lulu, and who else was there? I can't remember now, but we were there. And I went and got some of my wine out of the refrigerator, and I was showing them to it. And I pour a little bit in a glass. Well, naturally, I'd have to drink that so I could pour some more in a glass and show them the other ones. I had three glasses about this much in it. By the time it was all said and done, I think I was ready for bed. So, well, I'm glad you've been busy, and I'm glad you're doing good there, David. That's funny, Perth. Uh, if the guy sitting next to me starts looking good, I know it's way past time to go. I didn't know if you had a live stream going out this morning at Perth. I didn't check. Um, I actually come out of the bedroom about, I don't know, 10 after 5 or something like that, quarter after 5 this morning, and started the coffee and uh, set up the live stream. So usually I am up and out, sitting out here, way earlier than that. But you never can tell, Perth. The guy sitting next to you at the bar could be the one and the only one for you. Oh, hell no. There you go. Yeah. She does have a good channel there, Rick. I like watching. I'll sit there and turn on her live stream and with the ocean view and the palm trees blowing and stuff. Man, it's just relaxing, actually. Um, I used to have Indian music, Native American Indian music, and uh, with their flutes and stuff. And if I had a bad day or something like that, stressful day, I just turn that on, close my eyes, and sit in the chair and relax. And it calm you right down. Same way with that, looking at the ocean and the palm trees swaying. Oh, I know how it is there, Perth. 2 weekends ago, somebody got into my Google account and changed all my passwords for everything and tried to delete my accounts, and they couldn't get them deleted. So I had to go in and put all new passwords in, close out some stuff, and it was a mess. No, she does have a good channel. So, and like I said, it's calming, and if you just want to sit there and watch the ocean and the palm trees, and it'll calm you right now. Um, so I'm the only one, huh? What's that mean? I don't remember bacon titties, but yeah, I know. No. I like the blues music too, there, Perth. Um, there ain't too much music I don't like. Yeah, I know it's a brand new channel. I don't know who he is. So he has no subscribers. So we'll just let's see what goes on. Hey, Bacon, what was your other channel name? Because I know you just didn't start a new channel and are new to YouTube. So what was your other channel name? Hmm, I don't know. Dazzle Diva, how are you doing? Yeah. Um, Sometimes my wife would too, I think. Hey, Razzle Dazzle. All right. I'll call you Laura. Oh, I wonder where he went. If he left or if he is still in here. Tracy Plans, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, it's some of the things I'm kind of leery of is when somebody shows up and they don't have any subscribers and it's just out of the blue. I mean, you got to start someplace, but I don't think with a name like that, he just started his channel. So I think he's, been in the YouTube world for a while. So, and he could be somebody that's, just playing a joke or whatever, but Rick, do you want to come up? I can have you on. Do you want to come on? I'm going to be on to about 7 o'clock and then I get off. Yeah, I think maybe he left. Yeah, he's working. All right, man. That's okay. 7:14 in the PM there. You're 13 hours ahead of us. So, well, Gene, you can always use more snow. Right now, I've got unassembled snowmen right now for sale on eBay. I haven't sold any yet, but $29.95 plus $39.95 shipping and handling. How you doing, Orson? Good morning to you. I know, and I wish you would send me the lottery numbers so I can win. That would be nice, Perth. Too bad it didn't work that way. No. All right, Laura. Okay, here's my name. Laugh out loud. Well, you can come in either one. Dazzle Diva or Laura. I don't care. Well, you got to start selling that stuff there, Gene. Sell it as snow cones. I see that, Dazzle. Laura. The lovely bride just got up. Happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart. Gretchen got up at 4 o'clock this morning. She had to go to the bathroom, tried to step up, make sure she was awake, and went back to bed. So. Anybody got plans for Valentine's Day? Yeah, we're on the 14th today. Happy birthday, Orson. How are you doing? It's okay, Laura. It's okay. You can do either one you want, Laura or Dazzle Diva. It don't matter. Okay. You don't have to be sorry for your name change. It's been stuck in the desert for years. Yeah. We just got to discussing that. Flowers are nice, but they die. I mean, 3-4 days and they're gone. Yeah. It is, Rick. It is a premium. So. So you got any plans for Valentine's Day today, Rick? Catfish. All right. I like catfish. Yeah, flowers are nice, but diamonds are better. Yeah. You know, what they get for flowers is just, there you go. What they get for flowers is just outrageous. 70 some dollars for a dozen roses. That's ridiculous. That's $10 a flower, or $5 a flower. Hope she's still on. There you go. Well, if she isn't, she'll get it when she gets back on the next time, I guess. Oh, everybody's worth it. I didn't say that. It's just, some people, like my wife, she thinks it's a waste of money because, they don't stay for very long. You can buy it cheaper on the reservations, can't you there, David? And I'm not saying much, but or I'm not saying anything bad, but wasn't the old saying, you never Indians and whiskeys don't miss, or something like that? Catfish is from Vietnam. It's freshwater fish. You didn't have to change your name back, Dazzle, but welcome back. So the rivers up here and stuff, we have a bunch of catfish in them, but I wouldn't eat nothing out of the rivers up here. Too much industrial pollution in them. Uh, you know, when you look down in the riverbed and the riverbed is green and it's not from algae, you know that there's a lot of pollution in there. So, and I think that it's partially the government's fault, but it's they had to go back to all these factories that were dumping water, dumping pollution in the water, and they should, find the living hell out of them. So, because basically, they've ruined the riverbed from their point of entry clear down to where the river stops. So, yeah, no sales tax. It's a lot cheaper. I agree. It's like uh, when you're at the airport and stuff, and you go to that whatever, I can't remember what they call it now, but when you can go to them stores in there. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Yeah, there's a lot of mercury in fish. Right. Well, yeah, I realize it's not the government's fault directly, but what the government ought to do is go in and find these companies that done it, and still continue to do it. Find them and shut them down or whatever, and and make them start paying. Um, like the asbestos. these companies were producing asbestos and they knew it was cancer causing, and they kept doing it and kept doing it, and they kept putting it in stuff. And, the bottom line for them was just money. It wasn't the health and safety of people. And then the government got into it and said, hey, you have to pay for this. And now it's like $26 billion that they have for the people with asbestos. So, and I've hauled a lot of asbestos. I used to haul 2 or 3 loads a week of asbestos to the landfill, and it was non-friable, which means it's the type that's not supposed to get into the air. Well, I'll believe that when I see that, so, but it was supposed to be all in bags, and, I've hauled it. You go to dump it in the landfill and half the bags are ripped open and there's dust everywhere. You wear a mask, but, it'll only protect so much. So, well, the government is in cahoots with everybody there at Perth, but our government, and I don't want to make this political, but our government has a long standing with lobbyists, which mean lobbyists come in and give them money to change to change stuff to go the way of the lobbyist or the corporations. So our government for years was run by the corporations. Yeah. So, and I think that's the biggest wrong that there is in Washington, D.C. In the real world, if I pay you to change your mind, that's called bribery. In Washington, D.C., if they change you to pay your mind, that's called lobbyist or lobbying. So. And did he have any effects from that, Perth? Yeah. Asbestos is nasty. Mesothelioma is one nasty thing to get. So. And basically, it's a killer. Once you get mesothelioma, it's I don't think there's a cure for it, because what it is that stuff gets in your lungs, and then your lungs grow around it, and it just it kills you from inside. So. Well, he's lucky. How you doing, Dirty Dog Diggers? Glad to see you can make it. Okay. Come on, person. And we got something else we want to talk about? We've talked about asbestos and mercury and pollution and kidneys. So. Oh, yeah. Brake shoes, yeah. All that brake dust and stuff, that's not bad for you, is it, Gene? I wish they'd have told us back then, huh? Yeah. Everything that was in the schools, all the pipes that were lined with it. So, and like I said, I used to haul it all the time. And I asked these guys how it was an abatement company, and they would take the asbestos off and I'd haul it for them. And I asked them one time, I said, how do you do this? I said, all you got to do is you either keep it wet and then bag it, or put something on it so it won't, cause a dust. And they were telling me they use clear gelatin, and they put it in, water, mix it with water. and they spray it on the stuff. Well, once they do that, that gelatin's sticky and it sticks to everything. And then they'll pull the asbestos off so there's no dust. It all sticks to that. They can pull it off and then, throw it in the bags. Well, that's fine and dandy until, they get it in the bags. And if it's been in the bags for a few days or whatever, that stuff dries off and it'll wear off a little bit. So that's it. Peanut butter cookies and Pepsi. What about, yeah, and then they blow the dust all over, yeah. You ever had peanuts and Pepsi there, Rick? Or was it peanuts and Coke, where they used to take peanuts and put it in a Coke bottle or a Pepsi bottle and then drink it? Mark's having cupcakes and coffee. It is a terrible job. So. For Bethlehem Steel. I had that stuff years ago there, Rick, Pepsi and peanuts. I thought it was good, but you lost a subscriber. I lose them all the time and I get them there, Dazzle. I can lose 5 or 6 and then the next day I'll get 10 or 12. I lose 5 or 6 and get 10 or 12. Dirty is making a long drive in video. Well, good. If I was still driving, I'd have my I'd put a camera on the dash and do some videos like that. I think that'd be cool. Got a new book last night from the granddaughter, The Forgotten Crafts. Going to be a good one. Yeah, I bet it is. There's a lot of stuff that we don't do now that we should be doing that they used to do back in the old days. So. It does sound like a good book. I had my kids for Christmas one year, a couple years ago. They asked me what I wanted, and it was a book on how to process meat, and it was different kinds of animals, how to process wild game, possums, raccoon, whatever, turtles. It had everything in it. Deer, elk, the whole 9 yards. So. You used to work in an iron mine there, Terry? That's some hard work. That's good there, Gene. Dana Drive. Oh, Dana Drive line just went on strike at 4 a.m. That's for the, the Dana rear ends, right, Mark? So. Oh. So. I've always wanted to learn how to make knives, but I can't do it now. My arthritis is so bad. I'd start hammering with a big hammer or something like that. It'd shake that arthritis, and my hands would get so big I wouldn't even be able to close my fingers. So. Got 12 people here. That's cool. Especially at 6:30 in the morning. That means there's 12 people that don't have anything better to do at 6:30 in the morning. So. Yeah, it's probably going to, well, I don't think it's going to affect the Jeep plant too much because Jeep will put enough pressure on Dana and the Dana rear end, Dana driveline. They're going to say, hey, that we have to get back to work, and they're going to start making concessions. They'll probably solve this one fast. So, yeah, yeah. Them boys, they suck, don't they, Gene? Arthur and his brothers. Arthur and his brother Ratus. Yeah. Yeah. Dazzle, anytime you want to come in as your other name, that's fine too. Happy Valentine's Day, Nona. Glad you're here. So, if you guys aren't uh, showed channel love to one another, go ahead and show some channel love to one another. So, I don't know, man. That Green Bay Wacky, he did a video and he's saying the SUV word all the way through it and stuff. And he's saying, what are they going to do to me? What are they going to do? Well, I don't know what they're going to do, but they could shut your channel down for violating their policy, but we'll see what happens. And somebody said about that interview with YouTube's head of marketing or whatever it is. I watched part of that yesterday, and um, they were talking about the one guy that did the video with a guy hanging in the woods in Japan. And we didn't want to do anything because the guy's got hundreds of people working for him, and we didn't want to. They all have paychecks. No, that I can guarantee that wasn't it. He brings them in a lot of money on the revenue, and they put a lot of commercials on his stuff, and they get big money for it. So I know dang well it was just YT kissing his hiney. So Joan Nut, how are you? I was at an auction a couple weeks ago, and they had a drone up there. It looked like a nice one and an expensive one. Had a camera and everything with it. They didn't say if it worked or anything, but it was missing three propellers. The motors and everything there with the propellers were gone. So I was thinking, they sold it for $60, and it may have been worth that. But I was thinking, you could be buying yourself just somebody else's trouble. So there you go. Thanks, Tracy. Marissa Marshall, how are you doing? Glad to see you could make it. The name doesn't sound familiar. I'll go check. If I'm not subscribed to you, I'll check your channel. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you. You got 646 subscribers. I'm assuming that's Marisa. There we go. Yeah, put serrated blades on. Yeah, to get them yellow ones that are on you can buy for your weed eater. That's funny. I'm okay. If you're not, if you haven't showed channel love to everybody, show channel love. People will show channel love back to you. I'm sure it'll work. There, Gene. At least for a few seconds. No, I haven't. I'm going to check it out today, Mark. I figure it should be up and on the internet by today. Being today's Wednesday, I should have it up. Yeah, you've been up since 1 o'clock, Tracy. That's going to be a long day. So, just remember, Picker Rick will have a live stream today. So keep an eye out for him. June Gall is going to have a live stream today. Exercise. Keep an eye out for her. Kim Pipe will have one today. Keep an eye out for him. So just trying to make sure everybody shows a little channel love everywhere around. So, and if you guys are into exercise, check out June Gall. It's light exercise. It's just, stretching, it's nothing really physical, but it's a fun time. It is a good time, really. It's funny. We have some laughs, Her kitty enjoys it. Yesterday, her cat wouldn't leave the camera alone. That was cute. We kept going up to it, looking at it, and rubbing on it. So, well, put them on the marketplace on Facebook and advertise them nationally. I think you can do that on Facebook. And then, if you sell them, that they got to pay for shipping. So, I was talking to old Mucker yesterday, and or I was typing to him. He had a live stream, and this was funny. Well, thank you. He said, no, that's not my, because his channel name is Old Mucker. Then when you see him, that says Fred on his live stream. He said, no, that's not my real name. I said, well, what is your real name? He says, Drew Peacock. He said, now say it fast, Drew Peacock. And I thought I about fell out of the chair. I was laughing. Big Dog Leather, how are you doing today? Glad to see you're here. Allie, how are you? Tell Grandma I said hi. And tell her that she looks wonderful today. So, and happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find one like that, though. That's the only one I've ever seen actually like that, and I couldn't believe they sold it when I bought it. When I bought that lamp right there, I paid $5 for it, and I bought a brand new Arrow electric staple gun, still in the box. I bought them, or is it Stanley? One of the two, Arrow or Stanley. I bought them both for $7.50 at a yard sale. Your brother said he said good morning and he'll be over later. Magical News Live, how are you doing? So, but that's a stained glass oil lamp right there. So I think it's pretty. And when we had Bear got up there and he knocked, it wasn't an oil lamp, but he knocked an electric one. It looked like an oil lamp. He knocked that off, and I thought, man, I'm glad it wasn't my, that lamp, because I'd have been really upset. So, and they do work. I believe they've all got kerosene in them or oil in them. So, and if you guys have some, you gotta actually save them, because if the power goes out, at least you got lights, and you can buy the oil fluid, the fuel. You can buy that at most stores, or like Lowe's or something like that. It's expensive, but it goes a long ways. A little 32-ounce bottle. I don't know what it costs, but it'll last a couple of 4 or 5 days if you're using it just for lights. So. Morning, Shaggers. I feel worse today than I did yesterday. Would you exercise too much in June's room yesterday, Mucker, or are you just getting sick? If you're just getting sick, I hope you get better. If you feel bad because you got a workout yesterday, well, join the crowd. We all feel that way. So. Must be getting sick, yeah. Take a shot of whiskey, honey, and lemon, and that'll start you on the road to recovery. Hangover? Well, a lot of times when you work a lot of hours and stuff like that, Mucker, your body just can't take it after a while, and it needs a rest, and you'll start getting sick. Yeah. Need to go lay down and take about a 10 or 12-hour nap there, old Mucker. Get you a hot cup of tea, rest in bed, drink you a hot cup of tea and relax, and get some sleep. Cover up with a few blankets, and that way you can sweat it out, whatever you got in you. She's talking about subscribing, Mark. Well, what's that old show, Rooster Cogburn? True Grit. That little girl comes walking in. She says, I ain't never seen anybody in bed after 10 o'clock unless they've been sick or dead. So, All right, Perth, you have a good night or good morning or whatever it is there. It's or it's good night there. It's 13 hours ahead of us. Yeah. You have a good night. Um, we'll see you later. No. Well, I think you can actually say it or type it. I don't think you can actually. Um, you can't really say it out loud because they'll look at the analytics checks the video, but I don't think they check the chat because the chat will be gone by the time when this thing closes out. The chat goes away. I know how you feel there, old mucker. It's not my prostate, but I get up 2 or 3 times a day or a night to go to the bathroom. It's just the way it's. Uh, I lost 150 pounds, and you know when I have to go to the bathroom, I have to go to the bathroom. So I get up all the time and go. So it means she don't know what she means. She just wanted to know if you wanted to show each other's you know subscriber mark, but you already said you were already to her. So yeah, yeah, I lost 154 pounds. You know how to Mark, if you've got 350 or 400 subscribers on your list, you know how to do that because they have to you and you have to them already. So that's what she's just saying. So if you aren't already to her, then go ahead and then she will back to you. So that's what she's saying. Yeah, I wish I was. I wish I was that way again there, old marker. I was that when I got out of the service. I weighed that 170 pounds. So, and then got married. My wife started feeding me good, and then she started really feeding me good. So, you know, then I got sick, and I gained an astronomical amount of weight in 4 years. So, you're welcome. Good morning, Junkyard. How are you doing this morning? East Dad, good morning. Sarcastic, how are you? We keep getting people coming in. I'm going to probably stay running until like 7:30. So Pretty good, Pinky. And how about you? I know you are, Mark. She just didn't know that you were. So that's why she asked. She hadn't got a notification yet. So. Mike K, good morning. Well, I lost all this weight. I had to have a surgery done, and the gastro bypass. I had it done because I needed a knee operation, and they wouldn't do it because I was so heavy. And I'd been laid up for 4 years, and uh, using a walker, a wheelchair, or a hover around to get around. And I sat in a recliner or in a chair all day long because I couldn't do anything. That's why I had the operation done. So. And now my hip's starting to go out on me, so I'm going to have that fixed sooner or later. But hopefully one of these days I'll get healthy enough to where I can actually do some stuff. I miss actually. I used to work all the time, so I miss actually going out in the garage and doing stuff. Could I get you to give me a cup of coffee? I'll get out in the garage as soon as I can get out there. And yeah, my wife said, get out to the garage now. Well, it's 12 degrees out and there ain't no heat in it. And she said, if I move around more, I'll stay warm. In the beginning process of what there, big dog, having the operation or getting around doing stuff? That's funny. That old Grizz says, "Oh crap," said the king, and 1,000 men dropped their pants and grunted and groaned. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm going to be the new Louis Majors. I'm going to have some more steel and meat in a brand new car. Yeah, once your health starts a downward spiral, it seems like it gains speed after that. There, old mucker, and everything starts going downhill. Everything. My wife's going everything. Yeah. So. Thanks, Gene. You have a good day. I checked this morning and I'm at almost 170,000 minutes. It hadn't changed for 2 days, so it's behind. And hopefully, with enough people and enough channels running and stuff, I'll get my 240 in the next 6 days. So you've got 27 pounds of steel in you already? So, well, big dog, if you leave this earth and they cremate you, they can always turn you in for scrap, can't you? I've got the titanium knee joint in me and whatever else. They had to make the scar 17.5 inches long, and the doctor, when he done it, said that was the biggest kneecap replacement he'd ever done. So I don't know how much is in there, but probably enough. So, and with a hip, and I should have this shoulder done because this is all I can do, and I'm in pain. But I can do this. This was from work, but good old workman's comp. They don't want to fix nothing. They just want to, prolong it. So it took so long to get, and all they would do is just, put the cortisone in it, and I just tear it apart worse and worse every time they put cortisone in it. I'd work for 3 or 4 weeks and go back in and get another cortisone shot, and it got to the point where I just told them to go screw themselves because they weren't going to fix it. And the only thing they were going to do is have me tear it up even worse. And the doctor that I had to go to was a company doctor, so he wouldn't do anything, or a workman's comp doctor. So you all still have all your original defective components that are sarcastic. So, and Big Dog Leather, don't go to the junkyard, because you go to the junkyard and they hit that magnet, they might just suck you right off the ground and put you right at the bottom side of that magnet. So. John, how are you doing? See you later, Orson. Have a good day. Yes, I had the full bypass. I cut my stomach in 2 pieces, sewed the 2 pieces together, then put plumbing between them, and then, you know, that's how they done it. I had it done in August of 2016, and I've changed a lot since then. I don't drink pop or anything carbonated. I might have a sip of it once in a while, but if I drink I drink some pop or whatever, I burp for like 20 minutes, and it just isn't worth the aggravation. So. Well, that could be it there, old mucker. I used to sound like Rice Krispies when I'd get up in the morning and walk across the room. You're not having a full bypass? I had the full bypass there, Big Dog. They call it the gastric bypass. So, good morning, Kim. How are you doing? I got 6 incisions, and it was funny when I first done it. About 2 weeks after the operation, I finally was feeling good enough that I went out and got on the computer on Facebook, and your puka pie is done. Well, that's good there, old mucker. You're having a gastric sleeve? Yeah. Anyways, I was feeling good enough to where I went out and got on Facebook. And then on Facebook, I wrote, 2 weeks ago today, I was in Ypsilanti, and a man with a razor sharp knife sliced me open 6 times, severing my small intestine and cutting my stomach into 2 pieces. And people wrote back, "Oh my God, are you okay? What were you doing in Ypsilanti at 7 o'clock in the morning?" And that was funny, man. I had so many people thinking I was, I'd been attacked. And then I said, "No, I'm okay. It was a surgeon. He just did a gastric bypass on me." And they said, "Well, at least the guy knew what he was doing with a knife, So, yeah, it was funny. So, you're right there, Grizz. What gets me is these people. I used to do it. We go into McDonald's and order 2 double cheeseburgers or 2 Big Macs, a large fry, and then get a Diet Pop. Yeah. So. My twin brother has lost over 75 pounds since Thanksgiving, and it's because his sugar's been acting up. And I told him, I said, that's not healthy, especially if, it's a good thing to lose the weight, but it's not not healthy the way he's losing it. As long as you can keep the 80 pounds off there, how much do you weigh now, big dog? I weighed 428 pounds. Actually, the beer is better for you there, Sarcastic, because it'll help flush your kidneys out. Soda will put the stuff in your kidneys, and light beer helps you take it out. Wow. What was he trying to do? Rob him? Well, that's good, big dog. That's good. Did you try to lose the weight, or did you just start losing the weight? Because if you just started losing the weight, then you might want to have that checked, because it's got to be something with your body going on. So, I see my dad weighed about 240, and then all of a sudden he started losing weight, and he dropped down to about 170, and it was because of his sugar. Well, did you make enough puka pie for everybody there, old mucker, or just yourself? Well, junk. If you pull a gun on somebody and they got guns too, you better be willing to use it. Because you dang well know if they're pulling, if they have a gun, they're gonna use it. Right? Just cut out all the garbage. Um, that's probably the best thing to do for a diet. You'd be surprised if you're still hungry. I don't know if you guys like green beans or whatever, but if you look at a can of green beans, the whole can is like 60 calories. So if you're gonna, want a steak or something, eat a small steak and a whole can of green beans with a. You can buy spray butter and it has no calories and it tastes like butter. I mean, it's not real butter, but it tastes like butter. And if you had a salad, a whole can of green beans, and a 4-ounce steak, there's your meal, and you probably less than 300 calories. He was a little dim, yeah. Yeah, now the lights are completely out, like Sarcastic says. Yeah, yeah. If I carry a gun and somebody pulled a gun on me and I got my gun out, you damn sure bet I'm going to shoot them, because you're not going to pull a gun on me, and because I'm not going to live with that 10 or 15 seconds of pure intimidation that if you're going to shoot me or not. So, I have a pistol. In the state of Michigan, we can actually open carry without a permit. In order to conceal, you have to have a permit, but you can open carry without a permit in the state of Michigan. So, but you can't go, into stores or gas stations or any place that sells alcohol that says, alcohol, you can't go into them anyways with a gun, but you can open carry, on your property, or, walking down the street or whatever. You just can't, without a conceal. Yeah, I know. Can't have a pistol there. Did you like my comment there, old mucker, when I said you were on the wrong side of the road? If they had dragged anybody else out. Yeah. You're right. They probably heard the gunshots, and after that, nobody probably gave it a second look. They probably just kept on gambling. I know. It doesn't make sense, does it? They're sarcastic. Alcohol and guns go together, yeah. That's right. You didn't see the comment I wrote that you were on the wrong side of the road? That's good there, Kim. 220,000. 19,818 to go. Callie Lynch, how are you? So, when I checked this morning, it said 169,000. So, I know. Oh, Marker, I was just giving you some crap because we drive on the other side of the road. I told Benny G yesterday, he was doing a video, and I said, hey, what happened to the steering wheel? You know, because he was on the passenger side, which would be the left side on the vehicle in Australia. So, that happened at the smoke shop a little distance from the casino. Huh. Oh, okay. Well, you know, when a guy pulls a gun and you're standing at the teller, there's one of two things. He's either going to shoot you and rob you, or he's going to shoot you and rob you. So, yeah, well, I try to get there. Uh, Sarcastic. I try to get. I go to June Gulls in the morning, and because she has a little exercise thing going, and I try to show her some channel love, and we tell some jokes and stuff like that, and it's fun. And then after June, I try to hit Rick's for a while, and then I'll go to Kim's, and I try to make the rounds. And June, we have fun. There's a bunch of people that go into June's, and old Mucker goes in there, Marie goes in there, and she has a little exercise thing, and we tell jokes and get people to laugh and get June to laugh. And like I told June, laughter is the best medicine, and I think June has more fun than anybody else. So. Yeah, I know, old Mucker. You guys got strict gun laws over there, yeah. Oh, even the police don't even carry guns, do they anymore? Or yeah, they don't. Or Bobby's used to. Not. Jewish redneck. I wrote your channel down yesterday. I still haven't gotten over there to watch some of your videos, but I'm interested. So anything preppers. So, but I will get there. So, I watched, I think 4 or 5 from old Mucker yesterday. Yeah. That's the same way in Australia. They can't have pistols or anything like that. They can have I think they can have one shotgun per person or one shotgun per household or something like that. Yeah. You guys drive on the left side there. We drive on what's left here. Yeah. Hopefully, with the new infrastructure, we'll start getting some new roads and bridges and stuff like that done. I don't quite understand why it takes 10 years to do a road when the first time they'd done the road, they'd done it in, 8 months. Or it takes 15 years to build a bridge when the first time they built a bridge and it lasted for 75 years, it only took them 6 weeks. I don't understand that. Yeah, America, what a country. You're right. I shot the 1 gauge before there, Grizz. The military had a 1 gauge. I don't know if they have any more or not. But it was the size of like a pop can. And it was, you could either get a slug or buckshot. And what they mainly shot buckshot. And what it was for was to go and do brush cleaning. You'd shoot bushes with it and stuff, in case there was somebody behind the bush hiding. It does a good job of cleaning out the brush. Shot a 454 Raging Bull. Did it put you on your fanny? You're right. Yeah, I know it's a handgun. I would love to get a 50 caliber Desert Eagle. I would love to have one of them, but my arthritis is so bad in my hands I couldn't hold on to it and shoot it without probably breaking my wrist. At the gun range? I see Mrs. Iron Dog's in the room. Lovely as ever. Old Marcus giving you some kisses. Yep, that's my Valentine's Day lady right there. Your brother's saying hi, Dave. She's away from the computer right now. She just went in to get some coffee. Sarcastic said good morning. Old Mucker said happy Valentine's Day, and your brother said good morning, sister. She said happy Valentine's Day. Good morning, Sarcastic, and good morning, Mark. Mo man, how are you doing, man? Oh. Yeah, Sarcastic doesn't have any channel content. He's just a viewer, so uh, you don't have to show him channel love, but he will show it back to you. Right. Oh, I agree, old muckers. Some people take it to an extreme. Um, a lot of people make the Second Amendment just for deer hunting or something like that, and what it is about is basically it's outdated now because it was put in there so we could actually uh, defend ourselves against the government. Well, now the government has gotten so big and they've got so many weapons that even though we got 200 million people or 200 million guns in the United States, we still couldn't defend ourselves against the government because they've got all the high-tech weapons and all the automatic weapons. And, they made damn sure that they kept that stuff for themselves so it couldn't be used against them. So. You won't show Channel Love, they're sarcastic. What's the guy from England that used to be on CNN? Wolf Blitzer? Is that who you're talking about? Oh yeah, that's the thing. Next to cattle, guns are their best friends in Texas. Yeah, there's a couple people that hate guns. There's on TV, and I don't understand it because there's never, ever, ever, good morning, Fat Boy, been a case where the gun has loaded itself, picked itself off the stand, pointed itself at somebody, and shot it. Shot it, by itself. It's not guns that kill; it's people kill. Same way. It's the same way with a drunk driver. It's not the car that kills people; it's the drunk driver. Now, when a drunk driver hits somebody and kills somebody, automatically, drunk driver kills, a person in the paper or on the news. When somebody shoots somebody, gun shoots guy or gun kills. That's not it. It's the same way with truck drivers. When there's an accident and it's in the paper, it always says truck hits a car. It never says that the truck hit the car because the car crossed the center line and hit the truck head on. It always says truck hits a car. Our truck driver kills 6 in a car. Why did the truck driver kill 6 in a car? Because the car pulled in front of him and he hit it. Or the car ran a red light and he hit it. Huh? Yeah. Years ago, my son got married and was his honeymoon, and he was going down the road, and he was coming up to the semi, and the semi went into the left lane. Okay. And when the semi went into the left lane, he was left turn lane. So he was going around it, in the right lane. And the semi made a right turn right in front of him, and he hit it in the fuel tank, ruptured the fuel tank, and some other stuff. Well, the cops got there, and I'm not saying all truck drivers are good drivers, okay? This is why I'm bringing up this story. The truck driver, the cops got there, and the truck driver, they pulled into a parking lot, and my son explained what happened, and the truck driver explained what happened, and my son got a ticket. And I said, "Are you crazy?" to the cop. And the cop said, "Why? Your son illegally passed him." I said, "No, my son did not. This guy was in the left turn lane and made a right-hand turn from the left turn lane so he can make it into a driveway." He said, "There's nothing illegal about that." I said, basically I told the cop he was an idiot. I said, for one thing, if he's going to turn into a driveway and he can't make that turn, then he should go around the block and come back and turn from the other direction. If he can't make it from one way, he should make it from the other. And the cop said, "Well, that's just basically crazy." I said, "No, it's not basically crazy. It's basically legal. It's against the law to make a right-hand turn from a left-hand turn lane." So we had to go to court, and the guy didn't show up, and we had to go to court again, and the guy didn't show up. And after the third time going to court, they threw it out. But yet my son missed 3 days worth of work. I missed 3 days worth of work. And it was on my son's wedding night. The car had to be towed. You know, it cost $150 to have the car towed. Nobody had to pay for that, but in fact, I paid for the towing, you know. So I just think it's, it's pure craziness. Um, there's some truck drivers that shouldn't be driving, but there's also some police officers that should know the law before they try to enforce the law. So. Yeah, Pierce Morgan's, that was the guy, yeah. I'm sorry, went on this rant and hadn't been paying attention. Yeah, I agree there, sarcastic. Too many douchebags on CNN. I didn't say that. I said, same way with truck drivers, when they hit, when a car gets hit, they usually say truck driver kills 6 in a car, and that's by hitting them. Sarcastic. Yeah, but they don't tell you until you read the story clean through that the car crossed the center line or the car ran a stop sign or something like that. The headline is always truck hits car, truck kills 6, a truck kills 3, truck injures 2. They never say, hey, on the car crosses center line, kills 2 people, car at fault. Never says any of that until you get into the story. So. You're right there, Mucker. Some people were born with no brains. Yep. So. So we got 9 people here now. No, at 7:30, I am going to shut it down, which is 5 minutes. So. Yeah, it's cold walking now, unless you're in Florida or in Australia or California. Project Dorton, I'm glad to see you could show up. We're going to be shutting down here in about 5 minutes, but glad to see you here. How long before you're going to get your hauling company up and running? Hauling business. A couple of years ago, I thought I almost bought me a 1-ton truck with a dump bed on it. I should have bought it, but I didn't. I try to catch you guys when you're on because I just think you and Doug are funnier than hell. You're working on it now. Just getting warmed up and you shut down. Yeah, I know. I've been on since 5:30 there, Fat Boy. So. Yeah. I can't remember. I sent you the one the other day, didn't I? And I liked the video you sent. I sent that out. Kind of surprising at the end of the video, though. Didn't see that coming. I know there's no time limit. Mr. Dog has you grounded? No, I'm not grounded. Today's Valentine's Day. My beautiful bride is my Valentine's. So, and tomorrow will be 35 years we've been together. So, how are you doing with that? Oh, how you doing with that? It's my hip that's hurting. It's still sore. Some days it hurts worse. There you go. More like 35,000. Yeah, that's right, honey. More like 35,000 years. To her, it seems like 35,000 years. To me, it seems like 35 minutes. It's went by that quick. That quick. That quick. 35, poor Mrs. Iron Dog. Yeah. It's getting back. It's my hip, Dorton. Yesterday it was hurting. The weather has a lot to do with it. It was hurting real bad last night and yesterday, and my wrist is all swelled up from the arthritis. You can tell, look how the difference of them. Uh, I had to wear my brace most of the night last night because it hurt every time I, move in the middle of the night. I could feel it hurt. Now I go into hiding. There you go. Yeah, you better go into hiding. You forgot about Valentine's Day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take it easy. That's funny. He says you sound like his wife, Kath. All right, I haven't seen you there, fat boy. Fat? Who? Who's fat? Fat boy 440? You haven't seen him. No. There you go. She's like Mrs. Iron Dog. She's a good woman. There you go, Grit. Fat boy's running. Yes, today is Valentine's Day. Why is that, old mucker? The postman ain't working today? I think my wife does because she walked through a little bit ago and told me to screw myself. Yeah, I, I hear you, Kath. That's funny. Yeah. I guess we're going to 7:45 because it's already 7:32. Discounted candy tomorrow. Yay. That's right. Must have been good there, old mucker. Yep. That's right. Tomorrow is a cheap candy. Oh, I forgot. I didn't see it on Valentine's Day. Well, I got you something. Why does it say 50% off? Yeah. Roses will be 50% off tomorrow, too. But they'll be half dead, too. So, I'll hide till tomorrow when it's much cheaper. There you go. All right. I told you yesterday to pick up some candy, and you said no, you weren't going to spend that kind of money on it. So, that's right. Put it in the freezer. You can stock up for next year. Then you'll be ready. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, candy disappears around here. I have no idea where it goes, but yeah. She is. She's on form today. That's right. Just thaw it out a day or so early. Just put it on the table and let it thaw out. I'm incognito later, dog. See you later, fat boy. Be careful out there. And remember, you can't hide behind a flagpole. You can't hide behind a telephone pole. So you're either going to have to hide in a dumpster, and I damn sure know you can't hide underneath the bed. So wherever you hide, make sure they'll cover you. See you later, old man. Have a good day. Cool dad from the 80s. How are you doing? Your wife will probably give you those customized conversation hearts. Please die, go away, let's split. When you're inside me, I feel nothing. Does she send those to you too? I'd buy the roses at midnight and shellac them for next year. There you go. No, you can't hide beside the box truck there. That's funny. You okay? I want to go to school. Well, I don't care if you don't want to go to school, you're going. Those are the best kind there, Atlanta. Chocolate with liquor in them. You're not lovable. Good morning, Sid. How are you doing today? You're going to have to go to Walmart, then junkyard. At least it's attention. Yeah. All right, Sid, thanks. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, just walk around, fat boy, in your pajamas in Walmart. Nobody will ever notice you. Thank you, Cool Dad. She'll appreciate it. She's only got one video now, but we're gonna probably make a video today. She's gonna make meatloaf today, so maybe she'll make a video of her making meatloaf. That'd be nice. I think Grizz right now is thinking it himself, Alana. Last time I heard, Grizz went to the bathroom and he was looking for a stick to break it up because it wouldn't go down. So that's what he wrote. She is a cool lady. She's married to me. Yeah, we're having meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and corn tonight for dinner. So, oh, wifey, can you make me a tea? You got lazy, get you? Yeah, that's right. There you go. Give me a shout out on the bathroom wall for a good time. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you called me this morning. She makes a killer meatloaf. Yeah. And Picker Rick won and Country Girl, and I think Susan Sullivan or somebody is going to make lasagna and do a contest. And I asked if I could be in it, and I haven't gotten an answer yet, but the wife is going to make lasagna, and I'm going to make lasagna. She makes it one way, and I make it another. And I think we're going to video both of them, and put them out there and see who likes which one the best. So, I like hers and I like mine. So, and she likes hers and she hates mine. So I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it the other day, Dorton, but I think it was Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I did a live stream, and I did a channel recognition, and I put you and Douglas and Fatman Adventures. I give all three of your guys' channel recognition that day. So. That's funny, sarcastic. Your wife makes a killer meatloaf. That's why you have the dog try it first and see if you'll live. Can I eat with y'all tonight? Well, sure, Sidge. Yeah. We'll have a nice bottle of cranberry wine along with a meatloaf. Well, I try not to let my meatloaf, old mucker, but, at my age, what can you do? Did you have a spanking today, Grizz? You don't got to tell her once. Get more on this, Keith. There goes the bright again. Yeah, I'm only 54, old mucker. Now Grizz arrived, and when he was born, he was already walking. And then 2 days later, Dirt showed up. So Grizz's first pet was Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'll give you a like on your Facebook post there yesterday. Cool dad from the 80s. So. You notice Grizz didn't say anything. Well, it's 7:45. I guess we're going to 8 o'clock. So. I don't spank the monkey, Grizz. I choke the chicken. Seems like it a lot. Yeah, until it starts throwing up all over the place. Well, you're welcome. I'll tell her you said hi, Marie. She's in the foyer right now with the grandson, getting him ready to go to school. Marie Kaplinger said hi. She said hello. She said happy Valentine's Day. So, I'll be right back, old mucker. Wife won't make you a cup of tea. So. See you later there, Callie. Thanks for showing up. Well, make sure you don't bump your head on anything while you're chasing it underneath that truck there, Project. She'll probably be back on. He's got to go to school here in a few minutes, so she's getting him ready. He's already got you, Dazzle. Why do you feel absolutely goony there, Tracy? That's good, old mucker. Laughter is the best medicine. I'll tell her that when she comes back this way. He must have had to get up and go to the bathroom, Sids. I know that feeling there, cool dad. I know that feeling. She don't want her eye pecked out. Hi, June. Are you going to get physical again today? Are you talking about Grizz was chasing Sasquatch when he was born? Yeah, I bet. You're gonna make you mean a vid about what's going on? Good. Well, that's good, June. I'm gonna get off here at 8 o'clock, and then I'll be over for a little bit. Then I'll head out to Pickericks, and then over to Kim Pike's. So. Yeah, I can believe that about Grizz. He probably did come out running. I told you his first pet was Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, give him a nervous kick. Yeah. Okay, Dazzle Diva. Good night. Have a good one. And what are you going to call her, Sids? I've had fun today. I thought it was quite refreshing. Funny. Is it raining or something out, or is it just foggy? I think she's out in the garage. I got a heart from Blind Mama. I've been running her channel, and I ran Kim's, and I ran some of mine, but I have to shut them down when I do the live streams, so or it freezes up on me. See you later, cool dad. Is it raining out, or is it just foggy, honey? Looks like it's going to start to rain or mist or something. Nope. Old Mucker said you had him laughing so much he feels better now. Yeah, he's still on. I'll be on for until 8 o'clock. I'm getting off at 8. Okay. Now you get a chance, check Nancy's show out. It's a prank on her husband. Okay, who is Nancy? How you doing, Sandy's Travel? Raining in Louisiana. See you later, fat boy. Marie, who is Nancy? I don't know too many people's first names or whatever. So you'll have to give me a hint who Nancy really is. Gas Nation 5, that's her name. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Let me I know I thought I was subscribed to Gas Nation, so it's Gas Nation 5. I'll check that out. Yeah, now I know who you're talking about. Jenny the Baker's aunt. Okay. I just didn't know it was Gas Nation 5 because it used to just be Gas Nation. So. What did I miss about Dorton? Oh. What are you going to record there, Dorton? I missed it someplace. Rather than scroll through and try to find it. Oh, working in the rain? Well, I'm telling you something. You won't melt. I can guarantee that. Take it from old Uncle Iron. You ain't going to melt. Donna Mitchell? Michelle? Yeah, Donna Michelle. I love Dorton too. I think he's funnier than hell. Wife loves Dorton. Jeanette, how are you doing? Are you going to go to June's today for the exercise program? I told her that, or she said she's getting ready to have it. Starts in about 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, you float. You're like one of them Boston whalers, huh? No matter how much damage you do to it, it's still going to stay above water. Well, you had to get Douglas to video you out there working in the rain, then he can do commentary on it. That would be funny. And what would really be funny is to lock the door on you so you can't get back in the house when it really starts to rain hard. Welcome back, Mucker. I told the wife you were feeling better now that she's made you laugh. So she commented someplace up there through the chat about it. So more like the one that won't flush. Yeah, there you go. That's funny there, Dorton. Blind Mama's Messy Kitchen. Good morning. I'm only going to be on here for a couple more minutes, oh Blind Mama, but I am trying to help you out with your watch time. I run one of yours all day yesterday, and then last night I started another one, and this morning when I got up, for some reason it quit running, so I restarted it again. So I'm doing what I can to help you. Good morning, Jen and Canada. So I'm only going to be on here for a couple more minutes, but I'm glad you guys showed up. This seems to be doing okay, so I guess well, for the rest of the week I will do. I'll start every morning, and then probably next week it'll be every other morning or something like that, or I might do it every morning. But I'll start at 5:30. So if you guys want to come in at 5:30, I'll be here, and I enjoy doing it, and I think my wife actually gets a kick out of it now that she's up and on the other computer enjoying DIN. She likes a lot of you people. So I'm at 169,000 hours or something like that, Jerry. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. You know, I appreciate anybody that wants to run my playlist for, you know, put a couple tabs on your computer and run my playlist for a few hours. So if you're going to do a playlist and you want to run some tabs, you can open, and best time to do it is when you're sleeping, and when your computer is not being used. I try to open 6 to 10 tabs on mine, and for every 6 tabs you run, every 10 minutes of runtime is an hour. So if you run somebody's channel and they got 6 tabs running, so every 10 minutes you run that channel, they get an hour's worth of runtime. So if you run their channel for an hour 6 times, they get 6 hours worth of runtime. If you run 10 channels, they get an hour's worth of runtime every 6 minutes, or watch time. So you're going to get 10 hours every hour for 10 channels. You're right. I'm the king of my castle here, old mucker, until my wife gets home, then she takes over. So. Well, thanks, thanks, Project Dorton. I appreciate it. I will. I know. Wife doesn't get up till like 10 after 6, so I try to be quiet. I use my inside voice from 5:30 to a little bit after 6. So, and she just told you, old mucker, she is the boss. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate it. I appreciate anything anybody can do for me to get me to my hours. Like I said before, it's 8 o'clock now. I'll do this real quick, then I gotta get up. Like I said before, we were all put into a 365-day category, and a lot of us haven't been here for 365 days. So we're getting put into the same category that longtime YouTubers have been put into, without the same benefit. That's about all I got to say in that. June Gall is going to be coming up here shortly, so I'm going to get off. I appreciate if you guys all want to go see June Gall. It's funny. She has a good show, a good live stream, and then Picker Rick comes on, and then Kim Pike comes on. So please support everybody's channel if you can. Good morning, Nancy. I'm sorry, but I'm just about ready to call it a day. But I'll be here tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. So if you want to show up, I appreciate it. But anyways, getting back to that, I appreciate each and every one of you, because if it wasn't for you, I'd have no reason to be here. And that being said, support each and everybody's channel if you can. And God bless each and every one of you, and have a good day. Thank you.